Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Perfect World Masters. It's the minor, it's not the major, but it's another thing that starts with the letter M. It's game number 3 as we get ready to hop into this one. I'm very thankful that I didn't hop into the Discord channel yet, so Aosin didn't have to listen to my terrible introduction, but it is Team Empire versus Vega Squadron. My man, how you doing? You excited to watch this game?
I'm excited to find out what you messed up on.
I didn't mess up anything. It was perfect.
Oh, okay.
Everything was great. But yeah, we got a little switcheroo here. It's the first pick overall, Earthshaker, followed up by Clockwork Silencer, and then the Lich. So Empire, they flipped the script and they didn't take the AA. Do you like it?
I think they have to stray away from it, right? It's just not really working out for them. They might have won the first game, but clearly I mean, honestly, I don't think they should have won the first game. I think it was kind of a bit of a misplay from Vega, allowing them to make their way back into the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, they gotta make adjustments, you know. But the one thing they are convinced about is the Clockwork. They do not want to give up the Clockwork. They think it is the answer to this Earthshaker, and probably one of their favorite heroes to run just to set up kills and just move around the map in the laning phase.
Now, do you think it's worth it to try and take a Shadow Fiend and go for that like slightly cheesy play? I guess the other hero that we could think about maybe is a Bat Rider. Yeah, they ban out the Bat Rider. That's like the classic combo with Silencer. But Legion is still quite good if you wanted to do that. It's another form of hard initiation.
Maybe we'll see a Meepo.
What? Oh, hey, look at that. Against Earthshaker Lich?
I don't think Lich is an issue when you're playing Meepo, but Earthshaker definitely is one. But if you have a Silencer and a Clockwork, there is a decent opportunity to, you know, kill him before anything happens. I don't think we're going to see a Meepo anyways, but it's something that some of the Southeast Asian players like to do back in pre-TI era.
Okay. I know that Chappie loves to play that hero as well. Pretty well renowned for his Meepo play. But yeah, who knows? Minute 40 left for Empire to figure out which way they want to go. Do you take the other offlaner here, or do you wait a little while longer, do you think?
I think you take the offlaner here. Maybe they can go for Nature's Prophet themselves. Oh, just kidding.
So we actually have seen this played in both the support role and the offlane role. I feel like it's more of a ghost stick hero this game. I think Poposhka really likes that Clockwork.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Vanscore on his Silencer. Remaining. I think all of them are very familiar with these heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
But Doom is kind of interesting. He's sort of found this new relevance with the 80 bonus Devour Gold talent, and then also getting a Midas, and once he hits that level 10 and has his Midas going, he just becomes impossibly farmed very rapidly.
Still though, kind of surprised to see it this early on. I mean, normally when you pick a hero like Doom, you really want to be able to shut down a hero, but nothing like that has really showed up. So I think if anything, this Doom is just looking to pressure anyone who shows up in the safe lane.
Okay. And then do you try and pair that together with the Clockwork, or do you think he's just goes there solo?
I don't think you want to go there solo. Doom is actually pretty, in my opinion, not very strong by himself in the offlane. I think you can give him some help with either the Clockwork or the Silencer, and if he has a decent start, I mean, you can easily run people over. He just does a ridiculous amount of damage if you have phase boots and a couple levels on him, so that he has Scorched Earth as well as 1 level of that Infernal Blade.
Team Empire's turn to
I speak for the trees.
NP next. So they're going back to what worked earlier. Afterlife was a pretty big pest on this hero earlier today. And getting it this late again. Like, look at these heroes. You got Earthshaker, Lich, and Nature's Prophet. Like, this is the patch right now, minus the Necro and Veno have already been banned out.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. Team Empire, they just want to play their own game.
They want to play.
I wonder if Team Empire just takes up the Sven like right now. I think it'd be pretty good here.
What is it about the Sven that makes you really want it right now? Just the wave clearing potential?
Dire team
Yeah, it's just a wave clear. Deals with the Nature's Prophet. You also have a silencer. So, you know, once the Sven has a couple of items, you can just God Strength blink in, start fighting. Silencer's going to global, and there's really nothing they can do to stop you.
Right.
10 seconds remaining.
Now Vega, they need a hero that can
5
buy
seconds
an item
remaining.
to break global and slow down Sven. That's what they need.
Darkseer time. Let's see it. That's not a hero actually because they got Nature's Prophet already. Okay.
Well, the thing is, even if they did pick it up for some reason, which they, you know, very unlikely, but I mean, what can you really do against the Sven, right? If he blinks in and stuns you, your vacuum is really all you got. All right, Viper. That's their answer.
So is there any chance in the world that we see a Guardian Greaves Viper?
Nope.
Okay.
You'll see a BKB.
Yeah.
Guardian Greaves, yeah, not a thing.
I remember,
10
I mean, that
seconds
used to
remaining.
be the build was the Mech Viper. I mean, I guess that was when all the mids were
5
building
seconds
mechs, but
remaining.
maybe not as effective anymore. I always feel like Guardian Greaves builders are always so good against Silencer, but maybe you could also go for like Lotus Orbs or something. I feel like this Nature's Prophet, like, what does he go? Does he go into a BKB himself also? Eventually?
I think he goes into a
Team
BKB eventually.
And you just accept the losses that you're going to take until you get into those items?
Yeah, I think so. You just got to play around it. Make sure that every time they commit a global, you either cut your losses or make an exchange in return. Either, you know, make a pickoff happen on
10
your own or
seconds remaining.
go for an objective. Just kind of keep the equilibrium until you have an answer for it.
5 seconds remaining.
That makes some decent sense. Yeah, I
Dire
like it.
team pick.
Well, and I guess also just having big tanky heroes like a Viper is another way to make that work. Like, he doesn't care about getting doomed either, so it's kind of a freebie. But Empire has a lot of lockdown. Outside of the Sven God Strength, they don't have much damage, I would say.
10 seconds
Is that a
remaining.
concern for you at all, or do you think that they have that okay with, like, does Doom deal
5
more damage than I'm
seconds
thinking
remaining.
he does?
I think they have the damage. Sven alone is, you know, most of their damage, but they still have one more pick, and it's most likely going to be a core, so I think they'll have that locked down. Only 15 seconds left. I think Vega, they need another answer for Sven. I'm trying to think of something here. Honestly, I think Sniper is not that bad. Oh, Bloodseeker is actually okay
Team
too.
Empire's turn to pick.
Hey!
Good call.
I love me some Bloodseeker. It's so frustrating to play Ruptured as the Sven against the Bloodseeker. Ugh. Well,
10 seconds
that is
remaining.
the 5th pick for Vega Squadron. It does feel sort of
5
pick-off
seconds remaining.
oriented-ish, I guess. They have some decent team fight spells that are kind of like underrated. I guess Earthshaker also just provides so much.
Earthshaker's all you need. Maybe this will be one of those games where Bloodseeker buys a Yules first.
Oh, God. What makes you... I guess just because of the silencer?
It's not just because of the silencer. It's just because, you know, like you said, they only have an Earthshaker for lockdown. So if you rupture someone, if the Earthshaker isn't there, you're just gonna watch them TP away.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. It does feel kind of clowny, I guess you could say. And if he has a Yule Scepter, is he really going to make any of these heroes TP away? Probably Silencer, maybe Clockwork, although Clockwork could just like Battery Assault and Cogs you, and then you're sad.
Lena, you may
Lena
now
taken.
select your heroes.
Well, it's more damage. That's for damn sure. FN paying it. He had a really, really sad game earlier. Against the...
Well, now he's against a Viper, so it's a Viper with a Lich. I think he's gonna be pretty sad this game as well.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, this is also, you know, I was looking at these heroes for Vega Squad. It's a very in-meta picks. Viper's all over the place. Bloodseeker is a decent amount of the the hero pool that we see nowadays. Who do you favor going into this game? What are going to be the things that like determine who wins? Is it like another BKB timings for Team Empire? Do you feel like it's like Nature's Prophet kind of just getting out of control and being able to split push and force Empire back constantly? What's going to be the big determining factor for who wins this game?
I think BKB is not going to be as big of a thing. Chappie, you know, even if you have BKB, if you get ruptured, you're not going to be moving. Viper has the Viper Strike, so there's a lot of answers for Sven, even if he has BKB. I think the biggest thing is Vega Squadron, they're in for the long, drawn-out fights, unless an Earthshaker gets a huge initiation. Otherwise, you just have to make sure that your positioning is going to be good for the inevitable global, and whatever they end up comboing up with it, right? It could be a Sven going in, and then global, or it could be hookshot in, a Doom, Blink Doom at some point maybe, it might be a thing, and they just have to make sure that they're able to fight around that kind of initiation and not get, you know, team wiped during a global.
Yeah. Well, and I guess too that like, you know, you're kind of playing the cat and mouse type of game, and to me it feels like if Sven is able to do any of the things that he wants to this game, it's going to be tough for Vega, but Vega have a lot of abilities to make sure that he doesn't. You know, you've got yourselves the Earthshaker Fissures, like you said, Viper Strike, Rupture, Sprout is kind of annoying to deal with. All these things.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of answers for a Sven here. And I think just kind of watching how these two teams have been playing in this best of 3, I would definitely give the edge to Vega. I just think they need to be a little less scared, I guess. They just need to be a little more confident in their ability to take fights and move around the map.
30 seconds to...
Because I definitely think that they are playing out these games better for the most part.
Right. They're like mid-game is quite strong, but then they run into issues closing it out. By the way, Doom was able to eat one of the treants, so nice little advantage for him, getting some gold in the coffers. Look at that guy. So much net worth.
GG.
Sven, he's coming in as well. There were 2 wards placed down. I don't believe either side realized that these wards were being placed.
Seeds of fortune.
Since Earthshaker was smoked up when he laid his down. But he is going to be moving over here with the Lich and the Bloodseeker. Aggro lane, they're coming right at Sven from the very get-go.
They want to punish this Sven. I think they kind of realize that this Sven is really their only source of damage for the mid-game. Like, I don't think Lina... I think Lina alone is not going to be enough. Especially since she's already having, you know, not the best of matchups. You start off okay against a Viper, but once the lane progresses, I think Viper is gonna overpower you.
Yeah. Oh. Slayer's gonna be moving towards the mid lane. Maposhka's already been able to pick up the Satyr. And more battles going on down bottom. I'll have to keep our eyes on that, but the real you taking a lot of damage here. Need to get some of the CS. They got FN though. Yeah, and there's not a whole lot that Mapochka can do to stop this, I don't think. He's blocked off. Holy! That is so frustrating. And first blood drawn by G.
First blood.
You know, I think he actually would have lived if he didn't try to take that route. But I mean, you can hardly blame him, right? It looks like there's an opening there, but turns out it wasn't. He's just completely blocked in. And so it begins once again. FN suffering on this Lina, but what we've seen from game 1, he can recover.
Yeah, God, that hurts so much. It is so hard, and like he wants to go in. He can't really trade hits with that. He does miss uphill, so that helps a little bit. But yeah, the Maposhka Doom trying to make things happen to help out his carries and his cores, but it is a tough go, and already Empire pretty far behind in the CS. It's not super significant yet, but it's not looking great. And another wraparound. The Fissure is out. They've fought themselves to FN. Afterlife is here as well. They do find 2 with that stun, but not nearly enough. G already off to a great start.
This laning phase is already looking disastrous for Empire. There's no real great answer. You know, Ghostic, as a Clockwork, you can't really do too much against a Nature's Prophet, especially since he's got that Orb of Venom now. Unless he gets caught like this, but I don't think he's gonna let that happen. So
Orb of
Venom walks away. Ghost like really trying to close up the distance. And once this happens, what do you do? Right?
Yeah. Oh, you farm up the cogs. That's what happens. But yeah, it's not feeling great. Illusion Rune for the Earthshaker means he can scout things out and keep eyes on everybody. Stun onto the Lich. I don't think he gets this kill though. They've got the Fissure to block off. So again, Lich? What?
He's okay.
Oh, close. Rather close.
Coming back. Nah, he's running away.
Oh. And Doom sitting at level 2. It's not feeling great. I don't know, man. I'm feeling like this net worth lead that's being built by the CS in advantage. Like, G is at 21-9. He's got more denies than Lina has CS. He's got more denies than anybody on the Radiant has CS at all.
Well, that's kind of how it is. You know, these lanes are set up extremely well by Vega. You know, you just look at them. There's really not much room for movement. Doom is the only one who can really do anything, but it's just so greedy. Oh, is this his play though? Maybe this is it.
What's that? Just stack?
Stack Ancient and use Tornado on Ancient.
Alright.
Maybe he'll try it. No, there's no way. There's no way. The regen is too high.
Oh, come on. Just do it. Do it for the lol. I believe in you. Nah, he's not doing it. It's probably for the best that he doesn't. He's thinking about it.
I hate to sidetrack, but why am I getting spammed by Bambo right now?
What's Bambo saying to you?
Isn't he supposed to be playing? What an idiot. Nah, he's not saying anything important. Alright, back to the game.
Alright. Chappie, in the meantime, he's getting wrapped around upon, but does he even realize that's what's happening? Fissure is available. They're going to go in and block him off. They actually catch Vanscore. He's fully caught in there, and now he's in trouble. They turn around, stun onto Lich. Lich is going to die, but so too will Vanscore. Now the question is, can they find any more? Maposhka taking a ton of damage. Just all these little right clicks, they don't quite manage to find the Sprout catch. And Orb of Venom, not enough. But they're going to get a lot of movement speed and damage right now because of how low this Doom is. So Aloha keeps alive. Meanwhile, over here, FN finds to get caught out. Oh, man. It is just all falling apart. G just salves up again, and oh, it is not going to be broken because of raindrops.
Oh, you didn't see that that stun or that TP cancel too. Miposhka was trying to just head back home and just to really.
Chappie, bottom lane again. Yo, man, this is real bad. This is a 4,000 net worth lead at 6 minutes. Vega Squadron is just running circles around Empire right now. They don't know what hit them.
It's strapped. It's working. Vega, they got Empire. They got what does they say?
Coin.
Downloaded.
They downloaded?
Yeah.
What the hell are you trying to say?
Fighting game term.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
You downloaded your opponent. You understand what they're gonna do.
I mean, if you think about the way that these qualifiers have gone, you probably have more tape on Vega, or rather on Empire and Na'Vi, than you do on almost any other team. Because they've been playing in all the qualifiers and they've been getting deep in them. Whereas Vega Squadron, they've just been able to like watch them play and now have sort of answers in a way. By the way, there's little Cardi getting blood raged, dealing the extra damage to the tower. Not bad.
A lot of pressure on the mid lane as well.
Hook shot in. Can they kill off G? I don't think so. He is too large and in charge. The Light Strike Array comes out. They turn it back around. He is the liver, at least for now. Maposhka trying to bring him down. It's not going to happen. G, barely. Is he going to live through this? Want to keep it targeted.
He's going to make it.
Oh, no.
My goodness.
Barely.
760 gold. Vancor is rich at 7 minutes.
I mean, he's rich from the grave, you know? Somehow that ends up being even. 3 heroes died in the mid lane for the Viper. And it's like almost a win for them because of how much gold they got on the sniper, or the silencer. But bottom lane, have they been able to catch and kill the real you? Aloha Dance trying to run away. He's slowed. Maposhka showing up as well. They are going to be able to kill him off. Lich also in trouble. Mid lane, possibly going to be able to find Afterlife too? No. But they do kill off the Lich. Slayer trying to turn this. They come in with Afterlife. The battle never stops. As Chappie getting ran down. They're trying to kill him off, and they will find that kill. So 4-9. It's brought down to a 3,000 net worth lead, roughly, but still. Vega Squadron looking in command.
Structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower.
Well, the laning phase has gone so poorly for Empire that I think even with these kind of trades, they're happy to make like small comebacks. These trades are definitely worth it for them, simply because of how far behind they are.
Well, Maposhka is found again. Bloodseeker picks up that kill. From bad to worse to terrible. And with level 6 online, the first instance of Rupture used, you gotta wonder, where's FN gonna go from here? Oh, he's gonna steal a stack. This is pretty big.
Oh, this is a great steal.
It's taking him a little while, but he'll get there.
That's Alina. It's no problem.
Had the DD rune also. So that helps quite a bit. But there's still just this like assortment of heroes that are so farmed from all of Vega. And this is the type of lineup that can take further advantage of it. Like they can take towers with Afterlife.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures
Hook off the mark. Not gonna find Slayer.
Boom! There it goes.
Tower down.
Radiant's
Afterlife gets it.
Has fallen.
Silencer is level 4. Oh lordy. Ghost Stick trying to run away.
Ooh, he's so tanky though.
Yeah, he's a pretty big guy.
Life.
Interesting thing about this is, in spite of them being in the advantage, Lich is like at the bottom of the net worth chart right now.
Tower is under attack.
Well, we're coming close to 10 minutes. Vega already built themselves up 5k net worth lead. And they're not stopping there. They're just grouping up. Not much you can do to stop this push if you're Empire.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, they take the tower, now move on to the next. Dragon Lance on Viper, not to mention the level 10 talent, so 175 extra health. I mean, you compare him to like these guys, he has more health, I think, than the Lina and the Silencer put together.
Not going to be easy to take him down. They're going to need a lot from pretty much everyone. This is like what you do not want to see on a Sven. He's got to buy an Iron Talon, just sit in the jungle for the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. And levels wise, he just got level 6. Viper's 10, you know? But where's the silver lining here for Empire? Because clearly the game isn't over. But
I mean, Ghost Stick's doing a good job in finding them kills. That's how they're kind of cut their losses. Otherwise, it would have been much worse. Oh, but they find Maposhka. He's going to go down.
Dire's top tower
and Ghost Stick is just going to head away from there. Knows that he can't do much. That Invis rune kept him alive.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, man, this is, again, just feeling like an impossible task almost. Hurricane Pike is going to be on the way for the Viper. And it's one thing talking about these heroes having answers for Sven when they're on parity in terms of farm. It's completely another thing when they're this far ahead.
Oh, they want to go in. The hook comes out.
Nice combo. They catch the list. Chain Frost does go out as well. It ends up hitting there. Maposhka is going to keep the chase going, but it's not that much gold being traded over. Well, Viper, G. My god, look at this stack. That's a big old stack.
Unfortunately for Chappie, he's not ready to take it.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
G is continuing his dominant control of net worth. Oh, he's trying to take stacks? Oh, are they gonna echo this? Echo it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
That felt good.
Dire's
Slayer
top
liked that
tower
one.
is under attack.
And G is going to clean up.
That is super worth. Hey, this is a huge stack. That was what, 4 stacks? And then they're gonna take all of it.
Yeah. Wow.
It's actually a little lucky for Vega because 2 of those were the Ancient Prowler stack, so there's no magic resist. They're actually able to take him down very easily.
Damn. Well, Viper spends a little bit of time there, clears out the Ancients, and now hook shot onto the Lich. Unfortunate part is that I think Ghostic gives up his life for that, and he's not even going to end up going down the fissure, pushing him out. Sioma. Calm down, buddy. I don't know if I've seen that before, actually.
Well, they're trying to make a play on Bloodseeker, but I don't think this is going to be the case.
Yeah, he had his Midas delivered also. And if he's not careful, Maposhka might just end up going down here. Unfortunately, as you mentioned, no way to break the TP. So, they do escape.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They actually did have a way to break it, but it was just a couple seconds off timing because Chain Frost just came off cooldown.
Nah, man, they changed
Radiant's
that.
top tower
Oh, they
is
changed
under
it.
attack.
Remember? No mini stun.
I didn't know that. I mean, I never played this hero, so.
That's all I play. Oh, Van score. Caught on the trees. Not there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Why did they remove that? That's so messed up.
I think it was the last
Radiant's
patch.
top
He doesn't
tower
have a way to
is
break
under
TPs
attack.
anymore.
What did Lich do to deserve this?
Do you really have to ask that
Radiant's
question?
top tower
Come on,
is
buddy.
falling.
Oh, they want to go on
Going
this.
in. Global Tomb is down as well. Is this going to be enough? Well, Bloodseeker is certainly dead, but are they going to get away scot-free? Chain Frost thought about it, doesn't decide to go. Vega decide they want to back out and don't put themselves in a bad spot. But Sven, he's sticking around. Now they realize. Frost Blast, looking for more. Can they turn this? They're on to Afterlife. They blow him up too. Empire fighting back now,
Oh, no,
actually making it
Ghostic.
work. The Chain Frost. It's good, but is it good enough?
I actually think it's still worth it for them to make that trade. Losing Chappie sucks, but they're so far behind that killing off a Furion. Look at that, the entire exchange. The recap shows that with the Bloodseeker dead and the Nature's Prophet dead, it's 1,400 gold in their favor. That's the situation they're in right now. Oh,
Slayer, what are you doing?
He wants it.
He's just
He wants
like
his Blink Dagger.
he's just not afraid to Echo Slam creeps over and over and over again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, why not, right? Your team is going in for Roche. You don't need Echo Slam. That's not a good spell. They'll get it once they take down Roche here.
Dire's top tower.
I think.
Is he going for the last hit? Are you kidding
Nah,
me?
he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. He gets his Blink Dagger anyways.
To the dire.
I think that's a record, isn't it? 2 Echoes committed for Ancient. It's probably a record.
Yeah, he's hit more creeps than heroes with an Echo Slam. I guess that happens pretty often.
Incoming!
Ghost Stick?
Dire's top
Thought
tower
about it?
is under
Thinks
attack.
the better of it.
Oh, we found Aloha Dance, but it's gonna walk away. No rupture, not gonna rupture.
Slayer, Blink Dagger reveal. They caught him, but not going to go for it. And things have kind of slowed down a little bit for Vega. It's still a pretty substantial lead. Are you thinking that now that they have this Aegis, they decide to just sort of muscle a tier 2 tower?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they have the ability to do so. They don't really have, or they have enough to defend themselves from an initiation from Empire as well. Because there's a Hurricane Pike on G, and I think that's it, right? Yeah. So even if someone gets caught out, as long as you don't get more than one person caught out, you can always force them out of the cogs, and then after that, there's no real control to catch out the Vega side. So definitely going to see them at least take one tier 2 with this Aegis. I'm going to assume they can take both though.
Does Maposhka get found
Dire
here?
are scanning.
I mean, Radiant know that he's right there. Maposhka's going to run away. He wants to cut the creep wave. So that will be quite helpful. Since there's
Dire's
only a
middle
couple of
tower
them
is under
available right
attack.
here, and Maposhka going to hit one of them a couple of times. And yeah, Lich, or rather the Nature's Prophet, thinks better of trying to go back and fight him.
Radiant's top tower
They will
is
still
under
have a
attack.
little bit of a creep wave here, but G has to tank the tower, which is not what he really likes to do.
He blood raged him. He's taking so much damage right now.
I mean, he gets some of the last hits, but they deny that last creep. Now they go in onto Mapushka. He keeps on like not hitting the perfect combo, but or rather the perfect sprout, but it doesn't matter. The tower goes down. Bottom lane now. They're getting set up here. Nature's Prophet is TPing in. The hook shot's already found one. This is pretty decent as Lich is in trouble. But now they're able to push him out of it again with the sprout. Again.
So yeah, they're gonna push out this bottom lane. Oh, mid though.
Get him? Oh, good cancel there. The TP.
They baited out the global.
Yeah. So does that mean you can go now? Probably.
Yeah, that most definitely you can go take this mid tier 2. No, not having global is a big deal.
Yeah.
It makes it that much easier to play Earthshaker when there's no global.
Looks like G also has his Maelstrom done. He now has that 16 agility talent. So 1800 HP on this guy, and starting to look like they're ready to finish this one off. I mean, after what was a fairly competitive series with games that were, each of them going over an hour, this is looking like it could be done in a matter of minutes, possibly, if Empire don't come up with another answer.
Well, if there's anything this series has taught me, it's that Empire, they're a team that does very well when they're playing from behind. Unfortunately for them, they're always playing from behind.
That's also true, yeah. Maybe a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Ben has Blink now, so they want to take a fight with this. It is a potential route they could take, but no global for another 50 seconds.
You know, the other thing that I've learned is that Vega is a very cautious team with their decisions to push and go high ground.
You don't say.
Dire's top tower
57,000 net worth lead in the last game.
Yeah.
57,000.
And they're like, no, let's look for the next Roche, just in case. Alright,
oh,
19. See. G's gonna follow the path. But it doesn't look like quite
nothing to stop it.
Yeah. Teleport Scroll, a good item. Tower looking like it might fall here mid. Sioma, like we talked about, has the blink. He doesn't want to run into the Lina here, who can maybe kill him actually. And just gonna have to back out again. Keeping it safe. Keeping it sound. Aegis expires. And probably next Roche will be the time when they decide to go for high ground, unless there's huge pickoffs. Would you agree, or do you think that they decide to go?
It's kind of difficult because they're trying to find Mapushka right now. Chappie is baiting, perhaps.
Hello.
What?
How are you today?
Oh, the Sprout came in time first.
Yeah, but they don't have any way to break
nothing.
Yeah, the Sprout into nothing. Mapushka, he doesn't have TP for 22 seconds. He's gonna doom the Nature's Prophet, and that might actually be enough to find the kill. They've got little creeps hitting him as well. He's gonna have to make a choice. And
no, he won't die, but he lives.
The rocket flare, it hit him.
Nah, he'll still make it.
Okay.
Not enough damage. Doom does like absolutely no damage now. They nerfed it a while ago. This much I know.
Global used. They don't catch the Earthshaker. They don't get the Bloodseeker. They might be able to find one off the back of this, though. The catch is there. The stun comes out, and, well, the real you gets the silence onto 3, but is there any follow-up? Nature's Prophet comes back into this fight. Sprout is there as well. Slayer looking for an opening, but hasn't used it yet, and Afterlife gonna have to let Ghostic go as well. So Vega losing heroes left, right, and center, and just getting a little bit too sloppy.
Yeah, we have seen it from game 1. I mean, it's not out of the question that Empire are able to bring it back. FN had the exact same experience. Terrible laning phase, but managed to claw his way back up and farm his way to the very top. This guy knows how to recover on Lina.
Yeah, it's what you got to do. 13 Bloodstone charges. We do have a reconnect now.
I think he finished another item. Yeah, he's sending out a 4-staff as well now, so it's going to be a lot harder to pick off this Lina.
Yo, check out Aloha Dance's build, though. That's what I like to see.
The Radiance
Dire's
build.
bottom tower has fallen.
Maposhka runs into Sioma. There's a fissure. There is the enchant totem. They show up with the rest of them, and Maposhka most likely gonna be dead, unless he manages to play his way out of here again. Which, well, nope.
No, you could have at least saved the TP.
Yeah.
Oh, Bamscore walked right into G.
Uh-oh.
You failed the acid test.
That is really sad. You're walking through your base. You expect that you're gonna be fine, and just get blown the hell up. Top lane.
Oh, Afterlife.
He is going to TP away. Stun. Connect. They take him down.
Turns to gray.
None to burn.
And that's more Bloodstone charges for FN.
Every kill counts
Yeah.
when you're this far behind. Gotta make sure. Oh, Bamscore. Whoa, whoa.
What's going on here, man?
That's some. It says Roshan numbers.
Okay. 20, 23, 23, 23, 26, 23. What the hell does all that mean?
It's Roshan numbers.
What is... I mean, 23 is about to be when it's back up, but what's the 26? And oh, okay, I'm with you.
+3.
But why are they all like... There's like so many of them, right? There's 4 23s.
Well, he's right. It's minute and seconds. Minute, seconds, minute, seconds.
Whoa, alright. Next level.
I mean, most of the time you don't see people writing it out like that.
Yeah.
That's why it's confusing. Uh-oh. Clockwork gets caught out here.
Maybe they write it like that so that way Empire has to think about it more, or that way Vega has to think about it more, and that throws them off kilter.
Illusion. Dire's
Uh-oh,
middle
top lane.
tower
Yeah.
is under
Poshka.
attack. Dire's middle tower
He's
has
trying to
fallen.
run.
He's so annoying to kill.
Yeah, he's pretty quick. He's a fast guy.
That's exact.
All right, I think BKB is done for G as well. Yeah, he's got the BKB. There's also another... Yeah, there's a Maelstrom for the Nature's Prophet as well. They have so many items. But what is their play? Roshan is now up.
It's time to go. I gotta get in there and fight some. Get in there,
It's
fight
kind of scary for them, though. You know, 8K is a lot, but I think Empire, they have the tools they need to actually win these fights.
Watch out,
With the
buddies.
exception of BKB.
Bloodseeker just had a lot of hate thrown his way. Laguna Blade and Doom, and now G's like, you don't have anything left in the tank. Come at me. But they can't get there. Everybody's gonna TP away. He did at least finish his Radiance first, but that's 40 seconds on the sideline.
Well, they know some key abilities are down right now. I think this might be the best time to just take a peek at Roshan. And take a look at... Or think about going for the Roshan again.
Oshka thinks better of stepping up in the lane against G. The slow, methodical push of Vega Squadron is going to continue here, and like you said, sort of moving into that general direction where they could go and check out Roshan, but with Clockwork around, you know, they saw the Maposhka steal away the Aegis from in the last game. Things could be a little bit scary if they knew about it.
Well, they're trying to bait out Aloha again. Empire just playing the split pushing game, though. Don't really want to go for engagements here.
The seeds of fortune.
Vega, they're not going to find anything here.
Mine.
The picture of tenacity and what's another word for like just sitting around and not risking it? I don't know exactly.
I don't really know either. But they are going to go for the Roshan now. I don't think Empire...
Maposhka?
Dire's bottom tower.
Going
I
after
think he
him.
wants to stop TPs. Maybe? Oh no.
Alright, well, it doesn't matter.
Into the dungeon.
They're going to be able to go pick up the Aegis anyways. So G Aegis,
Dire's
surely they need to
structures
push
are
now.
fortified.
Surely. They're looking for a
Dire's
pickoff
top
onto the
tower
Lina,
is
but
under
Lina just
attack.
Shadow Blades away and is pretty swift.
So now they
Dire's
have
top tower is under
Aegis
attack.
as well as Cheese. Are we gonna see the same story here, though?
What story is that?
Just kind of sit around
Dire's
and
top tower is under
build
attack.
up a large enough lead until you feel comfortable.
Maybe. You know, I come from a StarCraft background, and the theory there was always, when you're ahead, get more ahead. Don't try and push, you know, to lose or to potentially lose the game. I don't know if that's like a thing as much in Dota, because they do have the capability of outplaying them in the later stages, and this lineup does become scary. Like, Doom late game is terrifying to me. That Infernal Blade damage is so ridiculously good.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, it's Doom.
It's just hard because it's like, it's not the same as last game, right? Last game they were just, I mean, it was just ridiculous how far ahead they were. This
Right.
time, it's still a pretty big lead, but it's not to the point where, you know, they could do whatever they want.
Right. But I think
So
it's
this-
very telling of their style, that this is the way that they always have played.
for the
Like,
game.
every game that I've watched of them today, and I've watched, what, 5, 6 of them? 5 games of them? This has kind of been their MO.
You know, I actually think it's a good thing for teams to play like that, though, because it's a good thing to have anyways, you know, the ability to not throw.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower
And-
is under attack.
When you refine it, it's only going in a good direction, right? You're basically refining it to the point where you get better and better at building up the leads, but you also get better and better at utilizing the leads. So
Dire's top tower.
it's not exactly
has
the
fallen.
worst thing to have.
Yeah. Well, and in another way too, it's like practice. You know, you're sort of practicing to get better and better at Dota, and the only time that you get to practice these late game scenarios
Dire's
and
top
decision
tower
making
is under attack.
is when you're actually in these types of games. So they'll be better prepared for them when they keep on happening, like consolidating an advantage. And even though, you know, the minor is important, certainly, you know, getting into that mentality of just always playing as long as possible, it's pretty important.
Well, the thing is, you know, you have a lead, but you always have to be working towards your next objective. So what exactly is the next objectives that the Vega have? And I'm just trying to figure that out. You know, brute forcing your way up high ground might not be the best idea, but at the same time, they're not really doing
Dire's
much
middle tower
in terms
is
of
under attack.
just punishing Empire for walking out of their base. You know, they're just kind of playing scared and letting them farm up, which I think isn't something that should be happening. Oh, by the way, there is a Yule Step Dome. Let's see.
Bottom tower
Yeah, I
is
saw
under
that.
attack.
Okay. Well, G, Echo Slam. Now they turn it back around. Global is out. BKB is there as well. Counter initiation comes in from the
Dire's
Clockwork.
top
Empire
tower is under
gonna all
attack.
stand together, and Chappie gonna live just barely. He's trying to walk away from it. He is gonna be able to survive through that, in spite of all of the damage coming out from Bloodright and everything else. And Vega Squadron, they don't have Echo anymore. They don't have a lot of things anymore. They can come back in again in a second, because Nature's Prophet's just going to TP to push the wave.
Yes.
They're trying to heal up G with Blood Rage before they go back in.
And he's going to be back up relatively high to HP, while Nature's Prophet's going to split push top. Empire's looking for this. Is this really the correct decision, though? They're going to need to TP back. They do have TPs, but a couple of them are on cooldown for a little while. It's still around 10 more seconds before the TP is off cooldown for these heroes, and they're going to need to back out.
That was really well played by Chappie, though. He just kind of kept his cool, made absolutely sure that he wasn't
Radiant structures are fortified.
going to make a big mistake, and because of that, he still holds on to his
Radiant's
BKB
top
as well as the
tower
God
is under
Strength. So
attack.
this high ground not exactly going to be easy.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has
All
fallen.
right, some good progress there. Managed to break the high ground tower. Tier 3 now down, so they have an objective to work towards. Both shrines can be taken, and there is a point of entry into Raxus for Nature's Prophet if the time comes,
Radiant's bottom
or the
shrine
opportunity.
is under attack.
Butterfly going to be done for Viper in a little while here. He also just lost the Aegis. So Probably going to wait for that next Roche before they make another effort towards going high
Radiant's
ground.
bottom shrine has fallen.
And they'll just control the map from this point
Radiant's
forward.
top shrine is under attack.
So if you're Empire now,
Seeds of fortune.
is it like off the back of Clockwork and Doom that you need to find kills, or do you need to like pretty much bring the house every time?
I think it's a little different this time around because Doom is actually very threatening in the late game. You can actually farm your way back in this game until you have the items you need to win these fights. And Doom is going to be going for Aghanim Scepter, so this truly shuts down a hero by having the Scepter. You know, the passives are disabled as well as the items, so if you manage to get the Doom on some of these core heroes, they're not going to be as effective. Viper just becomes a hero that does whatever auto attack damage he does, and doesn't get any bonuses elsewhere.
Nice pick off there, FN, able to find himself a Lich. Yeah, I mean, that also Thirst from Bloodseeker, pretty frustrating to play against when you no longer have that extra mobility and damage.
Yeah. There's also Midas on Clockwork, so they're pretty much committed to just trying to keep up the farm as much as possible and just wait for an escape from Vega.
We talked about the bonus Devour gold for Doom. He's opting to not go for the Midas, and like you said, he's going to have that Scepter done now if he wants to finish it. Still not the greatest forms of initiation, which is maybe a little bit of a problem, but, you know, it works. Bloodseeker, almost level 20, can get into that Rupture damage or the extra stats, and also has his BKB done now on top of the Yule Scepter.
And off the back of a Midas on the Clockwork as well as this Devour, they were slowly making their way back, a little bit at a time.
All right, here we go. Doom duration. It's up to 16 seconds. It says it increases it. Was it already that? Because it says duration and then Scepter duration 16.
Radiant are
hell?
scanning.
I think it's just
Yeah, they just add the passives now. I don't know why that text is still there, but that's fine.
the important thing is that it doesn't go down in duration if you stay near them. So you just doom someone and you just walk next to them, and there's absolutely nothing they can do.
Warriors of the wood.
All right, 10,000 net worth. It's not a lead that we've seen an impossibility to come back from before. And with this Scepter,
Radiant's
oh, they're walking forward. They might not be expecting this either. He didn't get any of the pieces until it came out. Now Maposhka walks around the corner. They do see him. Shot connects now. I don't know if they've checked the inventory yet of Maposhka, but he's walking forward. Gonna be able to not quite find the Doom yet. Ghostic is gonna drop.
Makes it out.
And he lives on 40 HP. Oh, it just breaks your heart. Vega getting away again with murder, taking down the Clockwork.
And once again, it's time to wait for Roshan. It's going to be up in about 20 seconds. And they do have a lane that they took the tower for, so they really wanted to. This Roshan might allow them to take their first set of racks at the bottom lane.
Illusion.
Well, you know, eventually Vega will get a 57,000 net worth lead again, and then they can push high ground. So we'll wait for that patiently. There we go. Echo Slam down here bottom lane, and Lena most likely going to die. Doesn't even get a chance to deny herself. And global used also. Ugh.
Yeah, that one hurts. He wasn't able to use the Bloodstone to suicide as well, so ends up feeding away a bit of gold as well as EXP.
Alright, Chappie, AC on the way, but continued pressure. Roche is up. They're going to go in now, most likely, and take this down. I don't think that Empire can come and contest this. Lich runs into the Doom, but he's going to head back home while Treants push the top lane. The split push to death, the everything to death. They're really smoking forward for this. Roche is down. She's on the ground.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
Empire forced back home.
Yeah, they kind of I think Empire realized they have to do something because this lead is just getting bigger and bigger, and they're unable to really make any big plays here. Unfortunately for them, it was just too late. They decided to go at the last moment. Roshan is now down again. They have 2 Cheese as well as an Aegis. This Viper is just unstoppable, it seems.
I mean, if they can get the Doom off, that changes things a lot. You know, the Blink, it's going to be up for the Doom in, what's that, around 400, 500 gold. FN looking for an opening here. Oh, but is it a bait? They found him. The catch, the turnaround. They got FN. They played him like a book. That's not the expression, but they did find FN, and they're going to kill him off.
I'm done.
My brain is melting out of my ears, Steven.
That happens. We all say dumb stuff every now and then.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Alright, Lincoln Sphere is now done as well for the Viper. I just keep on giggling to myself. They played him like a book. They got him.
some of the
And they read him like a fiddle.
I mean, I can't even get my words across now. Thanks, dude.
No problem.
Almighty.
Alright. They won't be able to find the Sven there. Afterlife's been able to get a sheep stick done.
Alright, they're pushing in. Viper doesn't have boots. Has the Lincolns as well,
Dire's
so
middle tower is under
it's gonna be tough to disable this Viper. And the thing is, he does enough damage that even if he gets doomed, he still contributes a fair amount. You know, he's not gonna have the extra damage from Nether Toxin or the evasion, I think.
Radiant's
Yeah.
top tower is under attack.
Still right clicks for quite a bit, 300 damage. He's just super slow though,
Radiant's
285
top tower
movement speed.
has fallen.
Yeah.
Radiant's
He's
top
not a
tower
fast
is
guy.
under attack.
But kind of doesn't matter. He's just this big, indomitable force. The tank in the front lines. The hook shot's a
they missed
little
the
bit off the
hook.
liking. That is a 3-person strike. Oh, God, it's all going wrong. They do get the global off. That's pretty decent. Chappie, though, is still falling so rapidly. He is going to barely live, but not for long. They find the kill. The Fissure had come out onto 3, and then they followed up with the Echo, and now they might need to buy back on the Sven. Gem on the ground. They don't find the Lich.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Oh,
attack.
God. Cheese eaten. Time to go in for round 2.
Have
Sven.
to buy back as well, and they still have Aegis.
And they don't have God Strength. They don't have BKB right now. Game is hard.
Well, looks like Vega is not going to push forward, though. They got what they wanted. Which, at the end of the day, they're definitely... I think it's okay to not call them out for wanting to back up after seeing that buyback.
Yeah.
They gained so much gold from that. Just head back, buy items, and wait for your opportunity to just straight up end this game. Or make use of the Aegis, at least.
40 minutes in, 12 to 22.
The seeds of fortune.
Let's see. We've
Invisibility.
got Butterfly, Maelstrom, still that Aegis for another minute and 10 seconds. Light Strike Array connects. Lincoln Sphere is going to be popped. They do have that opening now.
Bottom
with the
lane, they
blink.
found Chappie.
This is a problem. Fissure to separate, but he will get forced out to the other side. The Doom comes out. It's onto the Bloodseeker. Not sure if that's going to be enough, though. And now the Chain Frost bouncing. It's only caught between Mapushka, though. She is up front and center. Look at this guy. He is just a complete and total monster here. Dismantling FN. Godlike streak for him. But Empire, they took down 2. Not nearly going to be enough. They can jump forward there. Chappie tried to kill off the Nature's Prophet, but after the God Strength pop, they aren't going to be able to get him. There's a Hurricane Pike to get away. G standing tall against everybody. Is it going to be enough? Look at this guy. He doesn't care at all. He's already used his Force Staff, though. He might end up going down. There's a Hex to try and turn it. G still steps alive. Aloha Dance was able to last there at the whole duration of that Doom.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And G's not leaving. The Blood
He's
Rage
not
should
leaving.
deal
He's got
extra
Blood
damage.
Rage.
He's
Oh
getting
my
healed
goodness.
back up. He doesn't care. Aegis
runs out
expires.
finally.
Wow. Ugh. It hurts.
And while that was happening, Afterlife pushes out the top lane, manages to take down the range Rax as well. All that remains is just 3 Raxes.
Yes.
Haste.
And I'm starting to think that there's really not much Empire can do, even if you know, get off all your abilities and start off the fight. I think Vega just have a little too much for you to handle.
And score. Or
Oh,
step
he's just
forward.
going up. Oh, he's gonna go down.
Yeah, Global comes out. They don't even kill him off here, I don't think. Maybe they can't actually. Lena's doing a lot of damage.
Oh,
G! No, the Echo didn't turn it back around! G's the liver! Chappie, he's not going to be able to do enough here. They are just getting kited all the hell. No way in hell that they're going to get out either. Oh, man.
Oh,
Enchant Totem. G does finally fall to Maposhka, and now he buys back immediately. Hook shot off the mark. The gem is down, but they need to take care of these treants that were hitting their base. I mean, you die for that, but you've lost almost all of the barracks, and Maposhka does follow forward now, trying to take down this Bloodseeker.
He goes down again.
Yeah, G is back up.
They're just all inning for this melee.
They don't care. Go Stick, he's gonna die. 5 shots roughly. And GG is finally called. That's gonna do it. Vega Squadron are your champions from the CIS region. And they are going to China. They're going to the Perfect World Minor. I mean, just like we were talking about a week or so ago, this was a team that was looking really rough through the Star Ladder qualifiers, through some of the PGO qualifiers. They made a switch up. They took Silent out, and they added a new player, and he's been captaining for him and been doing a great job. So very impressive display, and congratulations to Vega.
Yeah, they played very, very well. Just a little bit too patient on for my taste, but just solid gameplay all around. Just never really wanting to make a mistake, never really wanting to slip up, and I think a lot of credit goes to Sioma the Slayer. I think he's played incredible this series.
Yeah, I think he has. I feel like G's had some pretty standout games as well. But yeah, I guess I would stick with Sioma too. He's had, like, he's always been good, you know? But now there's sort of these moments where he's kind of eclipsing that into, like, I don't know, top tier levels almost. I guess that part of it too is that he's playing on the 4 position, which he hasn't really done that much before. You think about his, like, signature heroes as the Disruptor and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think this new addition of Zayak, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right either, definitely helping them a lot. Yeah, it's definitely working out for them. He's got no farm, but he's a lich, and as long as he's telling the team, you know, what's happening, where to go next, it's working out very well for them. For
sure. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us today. Tomorrow is the European qualifiers that are going to continue on, and that's going to do it for CIS. Almost all of the teams that are going to this event have been able to make it all the way now. I'll pull back up the list real quickly, what they all are, because I want to inform people of the world. Steven, you want to give a quick little sellout for all the folks out there? Tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at EosinDota, as well as twitch.tv/EosinTrash. And I think that'll do it for me. Oh, and I've been coaching recently, so if you're interested in that, let me know.
For sure. Yeah, most definitely. And same places if you wanted to figure out where to meet him and talk about that stuff, Twitter and Twitch as well. So other teams that are at this event: Newbie, LGD Forever Young, Secret, LGD, Vici Gaming, Complexity, SG Esports, Maneski. And then tomorrow, we're going to see a continuation of the qualifiers. It's Mouse that are going to play against Kingwin. That should be a really good matchup. And then Hellraisers is going to play the winner of that. So should be a really solid couple of series. They're all best of 3s again, same time, same place, 1700 CEST, and then 20 CEST for the continuation of the Perfect World Minor qualifiers. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you guys next time for some more Dota 2. Take it easy.